Alright folks, welcome to this exciting video where once again we're joined by the channel DJ on this adventure, and once again we're away to visit a bit of history which is abandoned here on the hill near Fern. I have been here on previous videos, but channel DJ's never been here, so we're going up to see what condition it's in now. Yeah, share the history with the world once again folks. The conditions are actually pretty good here today, like there's not actually a strong wind or anything. So yeah, it's cool for an adventure. Once we get past this first tree, it's easy enough. Yeah. Let's do it, folks. Look at that folks, the sun's about as high as it's going to get in the sky today. It'll just be about to set. And here we are at the bit of Cold War history. It's the Fern ROC bunker. I believe it closed down in like 1968. Some of these other ROC bunkers closed down in 1991. But basically these bunkers were scattered all over the country. 1,500 of them. And they were monitoring for nuclear blasts and for the fallout of radiation and stuff like that. Yeah, the power and the strength of the blast and the direction of the blast. Like the sticks and stuff lying in the middle of the field. There's been crazy storms recently folks, as you might have seen from some previous videos. Yeah, we're out here exploring in the storm aftermath. And the bunker's just on the next little ridge and land here. Look at this folks, we've made it to the ancient historical wonder here on the hill. Check it out, the landscape this is in. They're always set on like a prominent position on the land, so they had like the best view all around. Check it out. Unfortunately most of the surface features here are like gone nowadays, but you can still see how it looked. It'd be good to get an extendable ladder. Oi! It'd be good to get an extendable ladder and climb down there.
That's real deep there.
Yeah, it goes really deep, this one. And this would be where they pump the water out.
And that would be for fresh air.
Where would the ladder be? Try to see, oh, yeah, look, the ladder's been cut off. This side.
Yeah.
But like, you wouldn't get back up out there without like a ladder or something. See, the pump and that was probably taken out for other ROC posts that weren't shut down at the same time. Look at the ice stuck here from the bitter winds, cold conditions we're dealing with here on the hill. Look at this ancient bit of history. It's almost like something might have been scored in there at one time. See this here folks, where the channel DJ's standing, that's where the other end of the bunker has been. Because they're not that big bunkers, they're just to that side. But also there would have been a toilet down here at that side. And that's where that vent hole is at the other side of there. Can you see a hole down here? Oh, it looks like this. It could be potentially about there. Yeah. It is always interesting folks to keep visiting these bunkers and stuff. Even I was here a while ago, probably like this year even, but yeah, but I think sometimes they would have just moved them from anywhere on the field. But probably to get this bit more room in the field, they've just moved the end of the bunker in. Because it is roughly about here, kind of at the edge of where he has his crop. And you can see the lie of the land here folks. It's a crazy rugged territory. and the ice cold winds just come down for the Angus Glens up there. Like the same place we were exploring in the last few videos, with the absolute carnage from the weather. It's just insane. I'll let you take a photograph looking down in here. Look at this, folks, real history right here. Abandoned Cold War history for the defence of Britain. Sometimes years later this is what's left of it. So documenting it on these videos to the world is just a special thing, because then you can all see how it was back in the day. Like, all these little bunkers were part of the defence in the Cold War, monitoring stations from a time gone by. I can see somebody on a quad down there. It must be the local farmer. Shout out if you're watching this video, folks. We'll come with the greatest of respects to the landowner right here. We're just coming to document a bit of history here in the little county of Angus. He must have been down there feeding his cows or feeding his sheep. And also, if this was crops here, we wouldn't bother walking about in it. It's literally just stubble here waiting to be ploughed. See, there's bits of cement over here, and I think that could be even parts of what would have been the bit of the bunker, eh? Maybe they've been bulldozed at one time and put over here, because I think that's a lot of field stones. But see, when you see that amount of cement, there's other bits of cement there as well. There could have been other things up there, because some of these ROC Cold War bunkers had like a cement platform, and you could sit and look out for planes, and they had sheets which had the silhouettes of each plane from each country, and they could like tell from the silhouette of the plane flying above them what plane it was. But back then they were like trained to recognise planes, so if it was like a Russian plane or whatever with an atom bomb, that's another thing they did. They were always keeping an eye out. Check this out, folks, the winter colours with the white frosty grass, well, stubble, and then the sun low in the sky. The temperatures are literally like 0 degrees right now. But it's still cool to be out here on these adventures, exploring history. This is the same day where the roads are still blocked and we've not managed to go anywhere too extreme. But it's still been cool to come and like explore what we can explore. We should go and take a look at this old bridge down here. Don't fall over here, folks. Super slippy, icy snow right here. See, I think there's a little bit here we can walk underneath the bridge. Hey, look. Real adventures once again, folks. Not only are we exploring history here, we're exploring nature itself. Crazy times, folks. It's just so like overgrown here. You're not really meant to be coming down here for a walk, but it's cool to come and video these old bridges and stuff. Check out all these pipes here. Must be coming through the road. Look, here's the original bridge at this side, and see this other side cement. This looks pretty deep here underfoot. Tons of snow stuck to the feet. It's a real winter adventure out here, folks. It's so cool. And now we can stand up at this side. There's actually a bird box up here. See how much wider they've made it at one time. That's some real history right there. That old bridge. So cool. You can just imagine back when like that bridge was the only bridge. Back when the wee horse and carts were going over it. People drove and sheep and stuff over it as well. And then this side it's just a big cement monstrosity. They have put some like sandstone on the top to make it look good for the road, but underneath it's just fully cement. But the water looks pretty crisp and clear today, like. It's quite peaceful with that river just babbling its way through here. Looks like there's some solid sandstone under here. That's where you would get gold if you were panning for gold. Solid bedrock. And look at this here, folks. There's an old, well, little bird table, bird box I mean, with a bird nest on top of it. Yeah, it's sloped down to there, It is insane how deep it is down here. There's just some ancient bricks here at this side. It's probably been refaced and repointed at one time though, I would think. Many times. Channel DJ nearly falling in there, folks. It's quite slippy up this side as well. It's so cool to see those old bridges, folks. Like, every bridge is different, and they're made just to fit into the land, and then years later, and they're extended and made wider. But that's just back out to the main road. See, a lot of this bridge though is not actually road. No. So maybe at one time the road was more here. Yeah. Because it is unusual. Again, underneath you don't know the road's diagonal on top of this. I had never really considered it. Look at the size of these footprints. That's been one of those dinosaurs that kicks about here. Look at that. T-Rex has been kicking about. That is, folks. I think because this bit's down in a hollow, it's kind of survived from the storm in the last few weeks.
The roads went straight through there,
Yeah, the way it looks underneath here, it's like the road has been here for sure. See, the old main road up there goes into the left and then round. So look at this, folks. This is where the old main road used to come round, and it was a sharp corner. But then nowadays, they've obviously made it easier to go round for tractors and like farm machinery. But that might be the reason that the bridge is at a funny angle. Maybe the whole road here was further over to this side. That's how we came up to have a look, folks. We're documenting all types of history on this channel. Look, this is the old road. And see something like with this, when that bunker there that we were just at, see it's up on that hill, this would have been the road back then at that time, that the old cars and stuff were coming round. This is the old tar. I think the Morris 1000s and stuff would have been coming round here. But you can see why they've changed it, because this has been a crazy little chicane here leading round, and then maybe they had bother or something with people going over there, I'm not even sure. But yeah, folks, it's been interesting. Some more little nuggets of history here in Angus, and today near Fern, a little village here, and that Cold War bunker is always cool to see. Maybe one day we'll have to get an extendable ladder, go down and have a look for real, see if there's anything cool, but I think it's just full of water and stones. Right, folks, I'll end this wintry wonderland adventure here at this old bridge which we were under a minute ago. Check it out. This is the side which is like the newer side. But yeah, it's been a cool little adventure exploring this little corner of Angus. I'll end it here. Tune in again soon for the next adventure. Goodbye for me, goodbye for the channel DJ, and we'll catch you soon.